if you've planted zucchini in your garden, at this point in the summer, you're probably up to your eyeballs in zucchini and you're wondering what to do with them. Well, I have the answer for you guys, and it's not zucchini bread.
There's nothing wrong with zucchini bread.
Okay, but zucchini bread uses up one zucchini. That's my biggest pet peeve. You look up a recipe, it says use one zucchini. I'm like, that does not help me in any way.
How does that help at all?
It doesn't. I've got like 500 of them. All right, let's take a little tour of my garden here.
Nice bum in those jeans.
I feel like it flattens them out.
No, I'm into it.
Here is where I planted my zucchini. This is a repurposed pallet.
Ooh, I love when you can Google palette ideas and they're actually useful.
Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Kiki, why would you plant 500 zucchini? And quite frankly, I'm thinking that myself.
I am thinking that. What the heck were you thinking?
Technically, one zucchini plant can feed like a family of 4 to 6. I, of course, get excited every spring and planted like a dozen, at least, zucchini plants. But I also do love zucchini. I give it to my family. I have like 100 different uses for it.
I don't plant zucchini in my garden just to offset some of the zucchini coming out of Key's garden.
Now, I like to plant them in this pallet because the plants are so bushy and they take up a lot of space. So in a pallet, they're off on their own, they're doing their own thing.
Genius.
Now, you might be looking at that kind of zucchini and thinking, this is not the zucchini I see in the store, which is your typical Italian green zucchini. This one's called Romanesco. And it's an heirloom variety. It's my favorite to grow because they're not as wet as the green zucchini. They're not as watery. They're more meaty, if that makes any sense.
Preferable.
Yes.
Preferable.
I really like this variety.
Because then you don't have to really like take time to squeeze them out, like when you're actually like grating them, putting them into things.
Yes, they hold less water, that's for sure. We're making Zucchini Baba Ganoush.
Ooh!
I wanted to come up with a recipe for myself and for you if you have a ton of zucchini and you keep Googling what to do with zucchini and you keep getting those recipes that use us up like 1 to 2. Zucchini Baba Ganoush is the answer because typically Baba Ganoush uses up eggplant, but let's just take out the eggplant, insert a zucchini, and Bob's your uncle.
And I like that in this version, you can use the skin.
Yes.
You're not gonna, with eggplant, you're not gonna add the skin. It's a little bit too thick.
And I can't handle that. I don't like things that require extra steps. So I'm gathering some onions from the garden, some garlic as well. Everything is nice and fresh.
It doesn't get more farm fresh than this.
And very simple ingredients too. So I'm using the new Ninja outdoor wood oven for this because I want this to have some smoky flavor. A Baba Ganoush is always made over charcoal, and that's where you get that delicious smoky flavor. So I wanted to see if this grill was really gonna provide these zucchini with some smokiness that I could notice in the dip.
One of the benefits of using this outdoor cooker is that this thing is super quick.
And it just takes that tiny amount of pellets that you just saw, which is, it's like, you cannot argue with convenience.
The bag of pellets looks like, compared to like an actual size bag of pellets, it's comical. It's like that big, and an actual bag of pellets is like that big.
Yeah. So I am using the wood fire function on this. I turned it down to 625 degrees. It goes up to 700, but I thought that's like pizza territory. A little too hot for roasting the zucchini. So I turned it down to 625, made sure to hit the wood fire function because I wanted to ignite the pellets, and here we go. Now, I'm using the tray that comes with it, the roasting tray that comes with it. And I like
the rack.
And I like the rack.
Okay.
Because I feel like the rack is good for keeping the vegetables in the air and then the smoke's like going all around them.
Love it.
It's like if I were to just put them in the bottom of the rack, I feel like only the top would get brushed with smoke.
Agreed. And that actually acts like a grill grate. So
yes.
it basically performs in the same way as a grill grate. You're right, the smoke like permeates all around it. I definitely see why you picked that.
I love a recipe that is super simple like this, that astounds you at how delicious it is.
Everybody wants that in every single recipe.
But it's so weird because sometimes you think that the best recipes require 100 steps and 100 ingredients. But I'm actually finding that, I don't know if it's like me as I age, but I'm finding that as I age, I like less ingredients in a recipe and tasting the ingredients themselves.
I don't know if it's an age thing, but I'm right there with you, honey. Simple, good quality ingredients. You're never gonna go wrong with that.
No. So you'll notice that I'm using an avocado oil spray for this. And the reason is because we're cooking at such a high temperature that I prefer to use a high temperature oil like an avocado instead of an olive oil. So like a hummus or a traditional Baba Ganoush, I like to drizzle a little olive oil at the end of this dip But for actually cooking the zucchini, I like to just use the avocado
I got a problem
spray.
with this. I ain't into the sprays.
I love a spray.
My spray, I don't know if it's me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but every single spray oil I've ever bought, the thing never sprays properly. It glugs out in like huge droplets. It never sprays properly. I'm done with sprays. I'd rather just get those, put them in a bowl, toss them with because I'm right with you on the avocado oil because of the high heat. However, sprays, I don't know if you can help me. I'm doing something wrong here because every time I spray, it just glugs all over the place. Am I just buying faulty spray bottles or is it me?
A bit of column A, a bit of column B. All right, now I wanted to point out that do not forget to liberally season your veg.
Oh my goodness.
So a lot of people, they know that beef requires a lot of seasoning. Pork, chicken, they require a lot of seasoning. So do vegetables.
So does everything. Salt equals flavor. Salt brings out the natural flavor of desserts, meats, veg, everything.
Amen, sister. And there's so much water in zucchini that you have to add a lot of salt to provide this dip with some flavor. If you undersalt, it's not going to taste as good as if you liberally salt. After 17 minutes is when I added in the bulb of peeled garlic cloves, because you don't want to add that in the beginning, otherwise it's going to be too hot and they're going to burn. But you do want them to roast a little bit, but not for too long.
Give me the smells, the aromas coming out of this cooker.
It was ridiculously woodsy.
Because you got onions and garlic in there.
Yes, it was. I don't know why, but the minute garlic hits like a wood fire flavor situation,
next level.
Complete next level. Now we're keeping it super simple here with traditional Baba Ganoush ingredients, tahini and lemon juice. I wanted to make sure that I blended this up first before I added any extra seasoning because I did liberally season. And you can always add seasoning later, but it's more difficult to take it away. So I just went ahead and gave it a blitz up and I thought, I'll taste this and I can always add some salt later on.
I love that you went with the food processor because you don't have to wait for stuff to cool.
Yes.
Throw it in scalding hot. That means you can eat the dip when it's hot. There's nothing like a hot dip.
I love a hot dip.
I don't know, not scalding hot. I'm not talking about a baked dip, but like a dip. Like this stuff is right from the cooker.
Yes, and in fact,
that texture.
It was super
that
creamy.
Color.
Super, and I love that you don't have to, first of all, the skin provides a lot of nutrients. There's no waste.
But the skin also looks good.
Yes.
The skin looks good in it.
It does. It gives it like a slight greenish hue.
Yeah.
And I like seeing the little flecks in it.
Yep, me too.
And it's because I was cooking at such a high temperature, some of the vegetables did get a little bit of charred bits on them, that when you blended it up, it had that Baba Ganoush look that you're used to that has those little blackened charred bits. I was so shocked at how smoky it actually was.
What did this taste like?
It tasted like such a creamy, rich dip. Very smoky, but not too smoky.
You went with a pita.
I went with a straight up pita.
A raw, like a regular pita, not crisped, just a soft pita.
I did have it crisp the next day. And I will let you guys know that I did heat up the dip again because I loved it.
Like drooling, like looking at this.
I loved it so much, warm like this, the way that I had it right out of the food processor, that I did put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds.
Because once you go back, you're not gonna go right cold dip from the fridge.
I call that taking the fridge off.
Yes, I know you do. You taught me that, and I will never go back.
Sometimes things from the fridge just need that little 20 seconds to take that chill right off, because I find things way more enjoyable if you can taste things a lot more when they're just
room
heated
temp
up
or a little bit warm.
a slight bit.
If you served this to somebody, they wouldn't even know there were zooks in there, because I would like to say zook and eggplant, they don't taste like anything. They don't. That's why people love eggplant parmesan. Eggplant doesn't have a flavor. It takes on whatever you cook with it. Same with zucchini. So you're not noticing a difference between the two veg.
No, and if you grow zucchini and eggplant, zucchini tends to come in a lot hotter and a lot heavier all at the same time. So if you're looking for a reason to use up a lot of zucchini, if you grow zucchini, I don't care if you have one plant or 12 like me for some reason, then you're gonna have way more zucchini than you know what to do with. Trust me, you are gonna wanna make this dip. It is such a winner, and I'm gonna be making it for the rest of the summer.
You know how a lot of people leave zucchini on their neighbors' porches because they're just coming in so hot and heavy? We need to print off like a QR code scannable thing to this video. Leave a basket of zucchinis on someone's door and be like, we got you, go to our YouTube channel, make this dish.
# forget the zucchini bread.
I'm there with you, baby.